of this game, it will do Lobobo, the 17-year-old from Spain, a world of good.
Absolutely. If your objective was simply to come and play, that's what his BT, that's what his interview said. He's like, look, I'm 17 years old, I just want to come and play. You've come just to play, but you've also found yourself at the top of a group, which should give you every bit of confidence coming into the final.
Yeah, is he here to take part or is he here to take over? That's what we'll find out a little bit later on.
Yes, Harry, and so we are close to the first grand final of the day for the console category, so we will announce the finalists.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a while since we've seen the group stage play across console, but in the end, we can see how they got here. Futisi and Zelo are the two survivors of that absolute gauntlet down there in the group stage of console, and they now are about to play out an amazing, no doubt amazing final for the chance to represent the Rossinieri.
Yeah, I mean, you know, as Futisi mentioned before, he's had his run-ins with Zelo once upon a time or two, and, you know, again, that's a slightly different format. When you're mano-a-mano, it's a little bit different when it's heads-up eFootball. And of course, you know, one game shootout, it can go to extra time, it can go to dreaded penalties. I hate to bring that up because a lot of what we said today is magically manifested. I don't like to bring it up, but it could go that far. And I think between these two, it might just.
You are not surprised about the ranking, no?
I may be surprised that Zelo wasn't further up, but I anticipated maybe these two. I know I said Takiman earlier, but to be honest, Zelo, Futisi, the names that when I see them, I think these guys have been here before. I've seen them play finals, I've seen them go deep in tournaments. I kind of expect them to get to this point, so maybe not a massive surprise, but I always like to see upsets in these club events, Anna, and we haven't seen too many so far, aside from the mobile side.
If you have to choose one emotion to describe today's finals,
passion, is that an emotion? I don't think it is it? Intensity.
Intensity.
Yeah. I don't think that's an emotion either, but I've given two wrong answers now. I've got to stick with one of them.
I think I would say my one is, at least for mobile, is confusion. That's my emotion. I'm slightly confused because the two players you would have, on paper, expected to make the final are in third and fourth. You've got two relatively brand new kind of stars for Morocco and for Spain. You know, I know you mentioned it in commentary that, you know, European eFootball mobile players, they're a relatively short supply, a little bit like the magical unicorn you can't catch. I'm very surprised to see them, and I think on the other side of it, it's just like you said, it's going to be passion, it's going to be carnage, it's going to be chaos. And I'm very excited is my emotion for the
maybe
one.
yes, maybe yes. So guys, let's look together. Anyone time to the standings to announce the grand final, the first grand final of the day for the console category. Just look at the standings. Okay. Here we are. So for the console grand finals, we will see the match between Futisi 10 and Zelo.
Yes, thank you very much, Anna. It's a real honour to be here to kick off the eFootball Championship 2026 season. We are moments away from kickoff, Wes, in the console grand final. We're about to send one player to the eFootball World Finals in 2026.
Oh, there's nothing to separate them either. In terms of expectation, there is absolutely nothing to separate these two, but settle in, folks. This is going to be a good one.
Indeed, and they're going at each other straight away. It's Futisi. He wants to do his best to score first. Jimenez almost being the one to open the scoring here in the first 5 minutes of the game. He's won himself a corner here, Futisi. He has really done himself proud in the group stages. He has bested everyone thus far. It'll be another corner as well following the opening play here. As for Zilo, he's had dices with death at times in this group. Has to defend the corner early on towards Jimenez. And Futisi with the Modric strike will force that save. It's really, really nice opening passages of play here by the Brazilian Futisi. And Zilo, he's well and truly on the ropes. And he's giving the ball away, is he, in his own half. Finally, it's cleared.
Sometimes, Harry, you've just got to do the basics. Get it clear of that 18-yard box. Get it clear of the opportunities for your opponent to do damage.
Leao into the box. Pavlovic that time is able to get things away. And now Zilo in that changed strip with the red cursor. Zilo of Poland by way of Glasgow, Scotland. Would be one heck of a week he's had if he's able to win this one.
Tell you what, go down as an all-timer of eSport weeks. Winning an event alongside your brother and then coming to represent MILAN, it would be a very, very good week in the Zilo household.
It's a big relief as well when you're one of the first competitors to cross the line, book your place at the World Finals. You can put your feet up for the rest of the season. That's what both of these men are challenging and fighting for and tussling for. Futisi's not giving this one up just yet. There's Pulisic, and there's the first goal. He was asking the question time and time again, and the pressure is rewarded. Futisi is up 1-0 here in the final.
Advantage Brazil. What, and again, we talk about moments and about being cold in those moments. Watch this passage of play again here. If I said to you, Harry, when this ball comes back to Rafael, what are you going to do? You're probably going to spam a shoot button. No. Instead, smart enough to check that right-hand side. It's a great angle here. Defender gets drawn in, left brilliantly unattended for Futisi. And it is advantage to him. He's 1 goal ahead already in this console grand final.
Futisi 1, Zilo 0. He's well and truly woken up in this console final. I think he's about 4 hours behind the time in Milan at this moment, Futisi, but he is awake, he's alive, he's kicking. And Zilo has been quelled every time he's tried to venture forward. He's been pinned back in his own half in the opening 20 minutes. Perhaps just needs to relax and know the game will come to him here eventually, Wes. And right on cue, Nkunku down that far side. Who can he find in the middle? There's 2 white shirts at the far post. Neither head is on it, and it's cleared away. First real attack of the game there for Zilo. Quickly followed by this one. Leao to Nkunku. Jimenez, which way will he go? Tomori sent the wrong way, but he has help, and it's cleared by Futisi.
Good defensive work there by the Brazilian. And just allowing himself to get turned, but gave him the opportunity to get that additional defender in instead. Got possession of the ball back here.
He's already 1-0 to the good. The man who has won a club event finals previously. Has to defend here though, Pulisic. Nice super cancel there by Zilo into the box, double touch, trying to just make a bit of room for that strike. But beat Uzmakabil on penalties at the 2024 Barcelona club event, did Futisi. It's been a long time since then. That was in February of 2024, almost 2 years ago. He's through here though. Rafael against Magnan. Took a little bit of time. Might come back to him here. Just rushed the second chance, Wes.
Yeah, it was a fortunate chance, but it was a big chance for Futisi. Tried the drag back, tried to undo the manual goalkeeping of Zilo. We've seen so much of that over the years as it's been watching Zilo play at this level. Tried to unseat the manual goalkeeper, didn't work on that occasion, but able to advance again here for Easy.
He's on thin ice. Zilo can't afford to concede another with half-time on the horizon. Santiago Jimenez for him. Manages to get it around the corner to Leao, but it's been a difficult game in the first half here for Zilo. Fatizzi with, again, just sensing that half-time approaching, just wants to maintain possession here, probably thinking where's about the last attack of the half. But instead we'll try and go centrally. See how many minutes are added on here. The ball stayed in play a decent amount of time, so only 1 minute remaining here. Fatizzi 1, Zilo 0. And Jimenez, he's venturing forward. Could be a second goal here at the end of the first half. As Leao was waiting, the ball does not reach him. And the first half of our grand finals ends. Fatizzi 1, Zilo 0.
It's been tight, it's been cagey, it's been everything we would expect it to be from a console grand final between these two. Again, margins were very fine in that group stage game where Fatizzi came out with a 2-1 victory.
If memory serves, Zilo went ahead in that game, and it was Fatizzi who brought it back. So Zilo may be hoping for a mirror image maybe in this grand final as we're just perusing some of the tactics here at half-time. Would we expect maybe any changes from either side?
Well, I think for Zilo, I think he's got to look at it, because the interesting stat line there was no shots at all from Zilo. Certainly going to have to change that one.
It's uncharacteristic from the 19-year-old Pole who kicks us off here in the second half. He is in the all-white AC Milan strip. The black and red for Fatizzi, who, as things stand, would be crowned the AC Milan club event champion for eFootball console. Zilo, though, starting to build now. He knows he has to chase this game. He would have been looking at that number 0 next to the shots in the first half, and that would have angered him. He knows he has to test the goalkeeper here. Really nice build up through the middle. Rabiot into the feet of Jimenez. Just trying to win a duel somewhere. Really patient here from Zilo, but Fasil is able to win the ball back, and the referee's brought this one back for a late challenge. A yellow card shown.
Yeah, a little bit of desperation from Zilo there, just trying to get that ball back in transition. A little bit late to get in there, and she's picked up a booking as a result. And the place right into the hands of Fatizzi, because, like you said, he can sit back, keep the ball, he can just starve the game out if he really wanted to, but knowing the Brazilian's flair, he'll want to finish with a flourish.
Bruno Mota da Silva, 24 years old, our America's winner, a Brazilian champion in the past as well, is about to go 2-0 up. He is 2 goals clear of his finals opponent, Zilo. And are we seeing Fatizzi with 1 foot in the eFootball Championship finals next summer?
It's a very big step towards that goal. Again, sometimes when you are in these scenarios, when you're 1-0 ahead, you could sometimes almost bait your opponent onto just giving you too much time, giving you too much rhythm, allowing you to build up. And he just picked the right moment. Even with the manual goalkeeping shift from Zilo, wasn't enough to stop that strike from Leao. Fatizzi, 2 goals to 0 ahead with, by my reckoning, around about 60 in-game minutes on the clock. And you can see their confirmation, 58th minute. It is going to need something massive from Zilo.
Indeed it will, and it doesn't seem to be coming his way. And this is somewhat uncharted territory for Futisi in this competition. We'll see if Zilo can make something happen from this attack before I bring up the pass, and well, he does so. It's a thunderbolt from Leao. And Zilo just reminding us, first of all, that I shouldn't tell anecdotes about players, but second of all, that he's still alive here in this final.
Sometimes, Harry, as we said, it is sticking to the basics. See it again here. He has all the time in the world to take this strike. And sometimes it's just taking what the game presents to you. What position do you get into? What do you need to execute in that moment? You see there, he's got all the time in the world to pick his spot and to drive that one at the goalkeeper. And now it becomes an interesting little chess game between these two.
Well, I was about to say Futisi is not used to plain sailing in the 2022 eFootball Championship. He was the winner of the Open. He beat Saif Al-Hakka on penalties in the final. And in that club event that we mentioned earlier, the 2024 Barcelona club event, he went all the way to penalties with Uz Makabil, winning 5-4 on penalties then. Clearly a glutton for punishment, Futisi, as he's conceded and made this last 25 in-game minutes a little bit more nervy than he would have liked.
Certainly touchy at this point, but might have an opportunity here. If he can get past the defender, he can't. But you're quite right. He's made a real rod for his own back here.
Can Zilo grow in confidence and really ask questions of the defence here, as there's a nice turn, is there? Futisi just surviving here. Zilo really starting to find his footing and find his form here in the final. Futisi just pinned back in his own half. Leao there trying to be a cat amongst pigeons. 15 minutes left, plus stoppages. As it stands, Futisi would be our champion. But Zilo does not.
When you get in your car, you just need to put your location in the trip planner. It recommends where you need to stop, for how long, park, plug in, and you can go about your day. It will alert you if your charge session is coming to an end, so you can maximize your time before you have to hit the road.
Rafa Leao, nice footwork, just waiting for him to pull the trigger. Might get a second chance here, but there's just a bit of indecisiveness, you feel, maybe, Wes, of Zilo in the final third.
Yeah, there was an opportunity there to play it down to Nkunku. Didn't utilise it. There is a pause in here, which means that we've got a little bit of something to maybe mull over here.
Yeah, we're no doubt going to see maybe caution thrown to the wind here for Zilo, because he is trailing. We're in the latter stages of the match. We'll no doubt see him go for glory.
I think so. I think we'll look at it, and I think there's certainly those changes in shape that are available to him. Certainly looks to be pushing out his defenders, come out a little bit more from the back, but see what he's up against.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's a great wall.
I say, Futisi has took out all the cement, put all the bricks together and gone, right, how do you want to try and get past me?
Best of luck to you. We are going to see some stalwart defending from Futisi. It's not pretty, but there's an art to it, you could argue, as there is an art to defending like that.
Very much the dark arts, as it is, Harry. Is that yeah, you're quite right. You just want to make it as hard for your opponent as possible, especially when you know you are minutes or in-game minutes away from making and booking your ticket to a World final to represent AC Milan. But we've seen it before, though. You go defensive too early, or you go too defensive, you leave yourself open to players being able to really perform.
Let's see if Zilo can put on that performance. It's been a really gritty affair here in the grand final of our first club event finals of the season. And we're in for a blockbuster finish. Zilo's won the ball back. That's a really nice double touch, but the shot is blocked. No recycle opportunity either. There will be a corner. Who's the target? Looks like towards Jimenez. Can't win that header, but there is no way out here for Footeasy. He is defending for his life. Full blue in the bottom right, fully defensive. Zilo still unbalanced, which is very interesting indeed. Perhaps not wanting to leave himself susceptible. Salemakers. Back to Ricci. Just going to be patient here. 89th minute, now 90th. That's a really nice cutting through the lines. Is Jimenez there for the header? It's a 90th minute equaliser. Zilo trusted his patience, Wes. And it's now Footeasy 2, Zilo 2.
Zilo just whipped out the bulldozer and drove a truck right through that great wall that was built by Footeasy 10. You saw the patience, you saw the work down that channel. It's a wonderful ball. And Jimenez again. Wonderful leap from him. Right when he needed him. Zilo goes back to the well, back to the player that has dealt with him so well throughout these club finals so far. And we're now staring down the barrel of potentially extra time here, Harry. But interestingly, and this is my point for Footeasy, you've now gone that defensive. How do you break out that shell?
We'll see the goal again here that keeps Zilo's dream alive for the Wonder Week. We'll put it that way. It could be, as you mentioned, an all-timer. Having won a competition last weekend for Poland, a real underdog story alongside his brother in the 2 versus 2 format. Here he is in 1 versus 1 against one of the best players in Brazil, Footeasy, coming back to equalise in the 90th minute. Cinderella stuff, it's fairy tale stuff.
It is, especially when you saw how close it was to going the other way. You saw how close it was for Zilo to potentially, game ticks over. We've seen goalkeepers come up with incredible saves, last-minute drama, all of those things. Instead, he found the right player at the right place at the right time. That is a skill that it's almost an intangible. Like, we speak about the items on the pitch. We speak about the things that happen in the game. But there's intangibles like mentality, personality, perseverance, patience, all of those things that wrap themselves up into what is an eFootball player. Certainly, Zilo showcased all of those and then some with that last-minute equaliser.
Full trust in his own ability, our Europe and Africa regional winner. That is going to set us up really nicely for more action still to come. And our youngest console player in the finals, by the way. Just throwing that in there. Full of experience, 19 years of age. And he has pulled out something miraculous to keep his dream of representing AC Milan alive. Zilo, take a bow as we enter the latter stages of the 90 minutes here. 4 minutes added on, so maybe one last attack here for either player in our final.
Maybe. Could there be even more drama? Ball goes long down the field, but I feel like we might be steering ourselves towards extra time, which again, if you've already spurned all of your substitutes, that in itself is a problem, because you can't put fresh legs on, you're not able to reinvent your team, but there's still time on the clock here. But negotiate back to the goalkeeper, and we are heading for extra time.
Certainly does look that way, doesn't it? Full-time whistle. Zelo 2, Foot Easy 2. Thanks to a 90th minute equaliser by Zelo, we are heading towards extra time. Wow, I mean, what a incredible 90 minutes we saw. It's only fitting in our first club event finals of the season, Wes, that we get ourselves a grandstand finish between two great competitors who've been fighting all day long.
Yeah, I mean, in the group stage, it was a late goal that was the undoing of Zelo. Now it is the lifeline, if you will, of Zelo, is that he's able to get himself now into an extra time period. Again, what does that do to the psyche of Foot Easy? Like, you know, again, you're on the hill, you're near enough there, and with 8 minutes to go, you bank on, you know, we jokingly said about building a wall. You've jokingly parked the bus, but then someone has just came along and just said, nope, not going to happen, not on my watch. And now you've got to come out of that mentality. You've also got to maybe put to bed the idea that you had this game sewn up. You very quickly you're going to have to readjust, and maybe a mental timeout. You know, even if you're making a pause that isn't quite a pause for game plan reasons, maybe just having a minute just to compose yourself.
Well, perhaps that's what they're doing here, as 2 minutes of, or I should say 2 15-minute periods of extra time wait us after the conclusion of the stoppage at full time. And then if they're tied at the end of those 2 periods, Wes, we'll see a penalty shootout, which Foot Easy is no stranger to at all. Mentioned before, in 2024, beating Uzmakabil 5-4 on penalties. It was as close as you like there. Neither men were prepared to flinch or relinquish anything. No doubt we'll see that again if it gets there, but we're now underway. Extra time between Foot Easy and Zelo. Who will become the champion? Has to be one of the two. Foot Easy with some nice footwork attacking his right-hand goal in the first period of extra time.
Yeah, it's going to be a massive first period here between these two.
Oh, Foot Easy with a first chance! And the Brazilian scores first. It's the man who came from the depth of the benches, the 19-year-old Dutchman. Foot Easy will be singing his praises if he is able to see out this result.
Yeah, he might become his most famous Dutchman in Brazil after this one, because it's another massive goal from Balentien. I think we went with in the end, Balentien, but again, it's a massive goal for Foot Easy. Again, you've come out of the traps, you've certainly looks like he's reset himself here.
Do we set up the wall again? That's what I'm wondering now. He's got himself another goal.
In the same way that we mentioned about Zelo when he made those changes in the first game that we saw way back in the early parts of today's broadcast. Made changes and then conceded 2 goals. Maybe he might learn his mistake here, Foot Easy. Maybe just go, well, you know what, I might just stick to my own game plan here. Instead of playing the occasion, I'm just going to play my natural game. I think sometimes you can get a little bit sucked into it with eFootball, is that you play the result that's in front of you and you're playing the player in front of you rather than playing just your natural game.
Well, there's confirmation. Foot Easy scoring the first goal in extra time. If it's the only goal, he will be the champion. It's as simple as that. What can Zelo do here? That is an eternal question. It's a cross from far away down the wing, can't find any of his teammates. Just like that, we're about 5 minutes away from the end of the first period. He's going to have to dig deep here, Zelo. He's had to before, but he'll have to even still.
Yeah, I mean, this would be epic powers of recovery if he can somehow muster another equaliser.
He'll have possession here towards the end of the first period. Salamakers has been instrumental in this attack, and Leao's in the box. Salamakers is here as well, just trying to get past Pavlovic, but nothing doing. And the first period will end thanks to that early goal. Futisi is 15 in-game minutes away from being our champion.
He's been here before. He's been here before in regulation. He's got to learn those mistakes very quickly of what was his undoing, because Zilo will try and come again here. And if there's anything we know about eFootball, there is always one more opportunity. There is always one more option. There's always one more idea that these players can really go to.
Nice 1-2 here in the final. Zilo needs a goal. And Nkunku. This is Futisi on the ball. And the ball is trying to be forced over into the corner, exactly where you don't want it to be if you're a fan of Zilo. Over on the far side. 3, 4 white shirts to aim for in the box if there's a cross to come. Really nice defensive work by Futisi. Forcing Zilo all the way back. We saw a 90th minute goal just to force us to this point. Has Zilo got anything left in the tank here?
It's unfortunate his own players got in the way there.
Yeah, that's a really big shame, because that will surrender possession over, or will it? I think that was Tamori stealing the ball back. Nice switch of the play as well. The touch is really heavy. It's a strong challenge. Oh, and that's a big mistake, but wow, that is very fortunate to have collided with the player. The referee has had a big question asked of him. Clearly says ball and man, no problem there, and I think we are just moments away, are we, from crowning the Milan champion. It is going to be a Brazilian club event finals winner. It is going to be Futisi 10. Champion of AC Milan. He bests the 19-year-old Zilo 3-2 in what was a marathon of drama and ups and downs. But Wes, the day belongs to Bruno Mota da Silva, a Brazilian champion and now a Milan champion as well.
Yeah, I think on paper, I think given what we can look back on, undefeated for the day was a fitting champion for AC Milan to have represent them.
Yeah, we can look back over some of the goals that we saw in that really long final. Took just 15 minutes for Futisi to stamp his authority over Zilo. It was a really back and forth affair. It took extra time to separate them in the end. But credit to Zilo, he never gave up. Even when he was 2-0 down, only had 30 minutes to work with, thanks to that Leao goal for Futisi. But he brought it back, forced the extra time, thanks to the goals we'll see in a minute. It's a long season, isn't it, Wes? We'll no doubt be seeing Zilo again.
Oh, without doubt, I would assume that we will see him both in those club regional qualifiers for future club finals, and I would argue, would suggest probably to these club final events as well. Again, a real credit to, I would say, the European region. Of course, we know how valuable he is to Poland as a nation, but in terms of the European region, certainly saw how much love came out for him for that national success alongside of his brother. But again, just mentality monster. He just couldn't quite finish the job.
Yeah, there was that goal, that header at the front post, that forced extra time, but 5 minutes in, not even that, 4 minutes. There is the goal that crowned Futisi the champion. My maths and time zone knowledge is correct, it's around about midday in Brazil at this moment in time, so perhaps a celebratory lunch on the card for FootEasy, but there's confirmation. It is FootEasy 10, your console champion of AC Milan. What a final. Congratulations to him. Unbelievable action there.
Yes, yes. So what's your favorite goal of the match, guys?
Oh, it's got to be that one in extra time, surely, Wes.
I think, yeah, we love a match winner. And again, it was more so it was the quickness in how they took hold of that extra time period. Once that goal goes in, completely resets that extra time period.
So guys, FootEasy won the prestigious trophy on our side, but also a golden ticket to represent the Rossoneri at the World Finals. Wow!
It's a big responsibility.
Of
when
course.
you hear these players in the pre-match interview, you hear them say it's an honor to represent a club with 120.
Don't kibble your dog.
Oh, hey, Dr. Marty.
Hey, back.
But what's wrong with this? It's premium stuff.
Let's check it out. It's still kibble, which means it's ultra-processed at extremely high temperatures that destroy the nutrients in the food. But on Prime Video.
And he can wear that badge with honor.
Would you choose the FootEasy as the winner when we did the prediction before?
I believe I jumped on a Brazilian
bad,
double, so I'm going to take 50% of the plaudits. I will not take the 100% because I didn't get the mobile one right, but I will claim the console one.
I'm the loser, it's fine.
Yeah, because you chose zero, right?
I did. But,
don't worry.
It's fine. It's a long season, Anna. Okay?
Oh,
I'll have my
we
chance.
have time. We have a lot of time. You have to know that these two persons brought the England weather with them here.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, and apologies if you've heard me sniffing. I've also developed the English cold as well, so yeah, no, it's yeah, we definitely brought the weather with us to Barcelona.
We are in Spain and it's raining. Wow.
Yeah.
Thanks to you guys.
Sorry.
Really.
Sorry, everyone.
So guys, I want to just take a look to the standings before we will announce the second round finals of the day.
Yeah, there's the confirmation, Anna. FootEasy, our champion. He topped the group stages. He obviously won the grand final and now has a chance to represent one of the most prestigious clubs we have in the eFootball Championship at the World Finals next summer.
Yeah, like we said, it's going to be a massive kind of statement for him because, again, in terms of his abilities, he knows that he can now. He's got plenty of months to practice. He's got plenty of months to stick his feet up. He doesn't have to go and try and do any additional qualifiers or anything like that. He knows that he's got his ticket to a world final and he knows that he's there representing AC Milan.
Guys, let's not wait any longer to witness the second grand final of the day, the mobile grand final between Lezilali and La Bobo 7.
Yes, it's time. We found one champion of Milan. We need to find a second. And it will be one of two who find themselves great friends, now turned rivals. It's La Bobo versus Jalali. Who will be the first mobile champion of the season? Jalali in the all-changed white strip with the red cursor, attacking from right to left. La Bobo from Spain in that home strip, blue cursor. Whereas we saw them earlier, it was an absolute barn burner. Plenty of goals. Something tells me this one will be a little bit closer, given what is at stake.
Yeah, it always is the way, is that the more that pressure is on, the more it kind of ramps up. And then I think here, I think we're going to see the best of these two. I certainly think that La Bobo, I think, has a slight mental edge. Knowing that you've scored that many goals, yes, you came out the losing side of it against Jalali, but feel as though that you know that you can get at your opponent. It's worth its weight in gold.
Yeah, despite the game earlier, I believe it was 4-3, wasn't it, in favour of Jalali. Despite the mobile games and chances coming few and far between, these two very, very clinical. So anytime it gets into a dangerous area, we're expecting them to capitalise. Here is Jalali, the man who came out on top earlier in this exact fixture in the group stages. But don't forget, when he played against Rentau, did not go his way, and in fact went so against him that he surrendered the top of the group to his good friend Lobobo 7 here, Wes, as, well, the man we're talking about is threatening maybe to break through the lines.
Yeah, the key bit about that, which I only realised after I saw this game kick off, is that if you finish top of your group, you have the first kick. Now, granted, a lot of people might go, well, kick off, Wes, they can't, it's not that valuable. Trust me, in terms of a mentality, in terms of having that first opportunity, knowing that you have possession of the ball, it's 9/10 of the law. So if you give that ball away in that opening stage, that's on you. But you have first dibs on having the ball in the first real opportunity.
Yeah, it's also thrown me for a loop because we're so used to seeing Jalali in the home strip, having followed his group stage matches. But seeing him in the white shirt, white shorts, white socks, there's a bit of a culture shock. But it is as cagey as we anticipated here. We're 35 minutes in, and there's barely been a chance between the two that scored 7 between them in the group stages. That is how nervy and tense this affair will play out. Modric across the halfway line for Lobobo 7. Just waiting for the challenge, waiting for some backup here as well, maybe. And Kunku tries to feed his man on the overlap. Magnan called into action. It's almost half-time here, Wes. There is no minutes added on, and Jalali will be looking to try and capitalise out of his possession. But just like that, the first half ends 0-0, no shots.
Yeah, that's the speed of a mobile game that I'm actually used to, because, quite frankly, in the first game that we saw, there were stoppages galore because of the amount of goals that were scored. That has gone by in a blink of an eye, and again, I know that I tried to manifest extra time and penalties in the console final, but the way that the makeup of the mobile game is, especially with how tight these games can be, if there's no goal, I would say in 90 minutes, extra time goes very, very quickly, and I think you can then get into that lottery of a penalty shootout.
I mean, this is so bizarre to see, but just purely based on the fact Jalali in game 1 against Sakti won 3-2, that's 5 goals. Against Lobobo, it was 4-3, that's 7 goals. And then, was it 4-1 against Rentau, 4-2? Plenty of goals were scored in his group stage campaign, but we've not seen any shots, let alone goals here in the final of mobile. We're underway in the second half. Jalali still the red cursor attacking the right-hand goal.
As I've said to you on many of occasions, Harry, that pressure does funny things to people when they're in front of the lights.
Oh, nice double touch from Leao. And whenever you see that purple power bar, you know there's a bit of extra fizz and zing on the input, be it a cross, a pass, or a strike. First touches here of the second half for Lobobo. Of course, these two mentioned they're great friends. Sometimes it's really difficult and psychologically almost impossible when you know at this stage your adversary is someone that you know well but also knows you well.
Yeah, and that kind of, you know, if you're sparring partners or your training partners, it can be a detriment as much of a help. Yes, you'll pick up tips and tricks from your training partners, but the reality is, of course, is that you then know each other's game very much inside and out, and you don't really have many cards left to play when it gets to this type of occasion.
Something tells me this final could just come down to one piece of brilliance. Will it come the Moroccan's way, or will it be the Spaniard who's caught offside that will produce it? You can almost feel the tension, can't you, Wes, through the screen. It's radiating out of this final.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we've seen plenty of different things with mobile players as well. You talk about, you know, sweaty thumbs, and I know as much as people make light of it, you know, we've seen people use chalk, we've seen people use kind of like almost gloves for your fingers. There's all different types of tricks just to make sure that their inputs are pinpoint. But you could imagine just shaky hands, pressure, your heart rate spiking, your thoughts racing. There's so many different things you've got to control, and you've got to kind of almost be emotionally mature about it.
15 minutes left. And Kunku here for Gilali. Over the top towards Leao. Forces Tomori into a defensive action, and that will be a corner. Is that piece of brilliance I was alluding to on the horizon here? First real chance for us as well, Les, to look at some of the team setups we've seen throughout the group stages. Gilali's makeup, and obviously we saw Labobo as well, but it's surprising for me to almost see them maintain the same formation at this point. Maybe you would elect to change things up a bit, but I suppose the ball hasn't really gone out of play.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't really had the avenue to make any changes. I think shape-wise and organisation-wise, you know, 5-2-3 or 5-3-2 as it appears in the game, dependent on how far forward you push that central figure of either be Luka Modric. You can see that the difference with Rafael Leao being pushed forward, it makes it a 5-2-3, but with that makeup on mobile, it seems to be a little bit more of a formation that's becoming a little bit more in vogue. Is playing 5-3-2 or 5-2-3, because it does give you the freedom of playing attacking wing back should you want to, but you can also set your two players on, you know, I think it's defensive, so you could potentially have them hang back. There is a bit more flexibility in it, especially within mobile. You probably won't see too much in console, because I think there's a bit more freedom with your 4-3-3s, your 4-3-2-1s of the world. But I think here it's starting to become more prominent as a overpowered formation. It certainly seems to be leaning more towards a meta formation.
Definitely something to keep an eye on. I just wonder if we will see a European winner of a mobile club event finals. I'm trying to cast my mind back as to the last time we saw it. I don't think we have ever seen a European winner. I think the closest was Abduch a couple of seasons ago, of course, from Belgium. So
yeah, I think, yeah, the majority of mobile winners, it's either been through Africa and Morocco, or it's been through, you know, your Asia West or Asia East and other areas in Oceania. It's yeah, like you say, you're kind of hoping, at least from a, you know, if you have a European head on, you're kind of hoping that somebody comes through, breaks the mold, and really kind of breaks it down. And Labobo is as close as anybody at the moment.
He is indeed hoping to follow in the footsteps of some of those Spanish greats. Mestre, Alex Albert-Field, De Palma, Jose, et al. They're all great in their own rights. But he needs to defend this corner first, and does so seemingly successfully. Rabiot is the outlet now in the latter stages of this second half of the grand final. Which way will the last chance fall? We're getting into that territory where the last chance could be the one that tells the story. 5 minutes left. Otherwise, we're heading to extra time and penalties, as we did with the console final. Penalties not needed on that occasion, of course, but extra time was on the menu.
Yeah, I think with the, as we've mentioned already, the speed in which this game ticks down, you're more likely to see the latter of those two things rather than the former. You might not see it end in extra time, you might see it end in penalties, which in and of itself is a cruel way to separate these two.
would be cruel, but they're here for our entertainment. Gilali over the top towards Pulisic. Oh, there wasn't anyone waiting there.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
2 minutes added on. And a dangerous cross fizzed across the face of goal is met by no one.
That's got any touch on it, Harry. That's game over. Anybody there to arrive in a white shirt, that is done. Instead, we are heading to extra time.
They were ripping up the status quo. We've seen goals on goals on goals on the mobile platform in the group stages. By my count, it was around 16, 17 goals that we saw. But there is the full-time whistle, 0-0 between the two.
Yeah, nothing to separate them on this occasion.
It's very difficult in this type of environment to really understand what is going through the players' minds, because sure, you don't want to concede the first chance, but we only really saw Gilali moving the ball forward and threatening. We didn't see too much out of Lobobo, as much as I wanted to see a European eFootball mobile player for me to shout about.
Yeah, and that's the issue, is that there wasn't enough gilt-edged chances. There wasn't an opportunity to really kind of see them put their best skills, because I think pressure succumbed to both of them in that moment. I think they were under pressure. I think they felt that pressure, and it was only in the very latter stage did we see that one opportunity that went rolling across the box. And if anybody touches that, that's Jalili's title. But on that occasion, nobody tapped it in. And as a result, we'll have to see what is going to happen here between these two.
Yeah, it's crazy, and we couldn't have written it any better, because the two not only practice partners, but they're good friends. They're best friends with each other.
That's it. It's a little bit in the same fashion. It's like family and friends when you play against them. It's, you know, it's always a challenge. You know, I made mention at other tournaments that, you know, if you were playing with family members, it's, are you the best player in your house? It's the same way with your friendship group. Are you the best part? You know, are you the best in your friendship group? We don't know. Well, we'll put it to the test. Except these guys have decided, well, we'll put it to test in a really pressurized environment as opposed to behind closed doors.
I just love that they both come from such storied eFootballing countries as well. Of course, Spain and Morocco, one of which has had more success on mobile than the other, but both have really elevated the global eFootball scene within their respective countries.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it goes without saying in terms of Lobobo's kind of countrymen, we've seen plenty of them. Miguel Mestre, Jose, Alex Alguacil, the Palmer, Pau Lara, former world champion. There's so many, like, kind of historically good eFootball players that hail from Spain. Of course, on Morocco on the other side, yes, they lean more towards mobile, but you have players like Ayaz Bibisk, that, you know, in terms of console players, you know, you have a rich history of players that they come through at world tournaments, they come through in tournaments. And
algunos abogados no hablan con sus clientes y no contestan sus llamadas. Nosotros sí atendemos sus llamadas. Si perdemos una, la devolvemos el mismo día. Nuestras oficinas tienen más de 100 reseñas de 5 estrellas en Google porque atendemos a nuestros clientes cuando nos llaman. Si tiene un abogado que no devuelve sus llamadas, llama al número de abajo para una consulta gratuita. Nos pagan solo cuando ganamos su caso.
Ya todo el mundo lo sabe. Después de un accidente, llama a tu equipo legal. 833 tu equipo.
And then by the time you realise that we're very good, it's too late for you.
It's almost crazy to think that this is both of Gilali and Bobo's first big club event finals, because they're playing, albeit a bit of a cagey final that we just saw in the first 90, they're playing as if they've been here before, and especially with Lobobo's age in consideration. I mean, 17 years of age. Just truly, truly amazing to see him play almost beyond his years and his experience.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, for it being your first event and for being your first qualification, you know, we heard from Lobobo, it was, do you know what? I just want to show that I can play. I just want to simply turn up and play. And he very much has, because he's got himself into a really strong position in his maiden event.
There is a shot we just saw there, Wes, of that amazing trophy. That's what these amazing eFootball athletes have been playing for all day. Truly some incredible action we've seen throughout today. We've seen so many amazing goals. I mean, just trying to think of some of the incredible mobile goals that we've seen, and just thinking back to that roulette followed by the Chivella, and we can see some of the action we've seen throughout today. But
that was the first goal of today.
The level of eFootball that we've seen at this club of finals, it seems like every season, be it, you know, 24, 25 or 2026, it just seems to, the bar is raised, the skill ceiling is raised as people really get to know this game even better.
Yeah, and that's it. It's a case of, although it's familiar, and although it's, you know, it's as it's been for the last few years, there's still little tricks in the boxes that people are discovering. And like I say, it's timing. Yes, it's one thing having the ability on the sticks or the ability on your phone to produce, but it's knowing when to produce them. It's just timing. And sometimes it's the most basic of things. You know, it's as simple as a pass and a shot. It doesn't always have to be a double touch or a roulette or a super counter. Sometimes it can be as basic as one pass in to an open gap and one shot into an open opportunity. It can be as simple or as complex as you want to make it, eFootball. But again, we've seen some wonderful just control moments there. You see a brilliant touch in the 6-yard box. And again, we've seen some quality, real quality on show from everybody, both on mobile and on console.
Yeah, indeed we have. Just seeing some of the handiwork from our club event finalists. Absolutely splendid. And you're right, I think that is what we see year on year. The game evolves and sometimes it devolves. If you do the simple things right, you can win, just in the same way if you're able to master some of the complex actions, of which there are many in this great esport. You can really put your own spin on the game, which is amazing to see. I love to see it year on year as we await the resumption of our mobile final. Wes, I mean, Footy Fasil, we have to mention him earlier, of course, winning the console final in extra time. Congrats to him. I mean, you said it earlier, he can put his feet up now for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I mean, he has, you know, he can be a willing sparring partner for any of his countrymen that may want to, you know, get themselves ready for future, you know, jaunts. I'm sure the likes of, you know, as we mentioned, Guifera, Henriquinho, the kind of the back catalogue of Brazilian e-footballers will no doubt probably be knocking on his door going, I know you've qualified now, can you maybe give us a little bit of a hand here? I mean, the likes of maybe Guifera, an ex-world champion, may not necessarily want that.
He may not need it.
He may not need it, but it's one to have in the kind of the chamber, as it were, you know. And again, you know, there's a great power in knowing you're able to sit there and just see everyone else kind of go out and battle for it. Instead, you have the ability that you can spend the rest of this season in the run-up to the World Finals knowing that your place is already signed, sealed and delivered.
And not only that, being able to represent AC Milan is a massive honour, and that is why so many players took part throughout the entire qualifying process to get to this point. It's a qualification process, Wes, that started back before even Halloween. I think it was October 24th, 25th, something like that was phase one. Very a long time ago. They've had a couple of months to wait for their moment in the spotlight. And now it is really down to just finding who will be the mobile champion. We know Footy Fasil has done his business. It's about who can complete the business on the other platform.
Yeah, and that is truly what it kind of becomes, is that you kind of get down to these final moments of the AC Milan club finals, and we are very much just trying to just make sure that we have everything that we need to find out who is going to almost split the difference here between, you know, if we derive it to the nations, it's Spain versus Morocco It's Labobo versus Jalili. Who is going to come out on top? But as you said, it's been a long old road, you know. But as we mentioned at the very top of the show, I think players are starting to get used to that format now. They're getting into that position and getting into that idea of going, right, I need to maybe sacrifice a couple of months here. You know, depending on what club you want to go to, or depending on what club you want to go to, or go and compete against, or go to compete for, you know what block you've got to kind of block out. You know it's about a month, give or take, or it's over a month in this case. And I think players are now smarter to it to go, yep, I need to practice from here to here. You know, you hear a lot about sacrifice from a lot of players. And, you know, some people miss out special occasions. Some people, you know, it depends on the commitment level. They miss out on birthdays, you know, special landmarks, all of those different things, because that's their desire is to essentially at the end of it all, not only represent, in this case, AC Milan, they want to become a world champion. And there's, you know, there's only a finite amount of people on planet Earth that can say that they are a world champion within this esport.
Yes, indeed. Only a handful of people, indeed, especially where mobile is concerned. You would love, 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 love to write your name in the ever-evolving history books as mobile begins to increase its tenure in the esports landscape. The regional qualifiers happened, of course, in November, so over a month ago now, as we take a look over some of the results we've seen here today throughout the console group stages. It's been a day full of surprises, really, hasn't it, Wes?
It really has. I mean, you certainly look at, you know, I know you earmarked Takiman at the start of the day, you know, Earthbound Playstyle again. It was a very tough console group. And I think that result at the start of the day really kind of bled into what then happened in match 3 and 4, and also in match 5 as well, because it left Takiman with a lot to do with that opening draw, but it also left Earthbound Playstyle with a lot to do. And that match 4 against Foot Easy, I think that's the one that really did the damage to him. And I think looking at that makeup of how it kind of the day played out, it just kind of, that's what we mentioned, the first game of your day is so vital. You have to get off to a good start, because it just takes that pressure off into your second and third games.
Yeah, of course, and we saw there just briefly before we switched over to the mobile group stage results. Match 6, 5-4 between Zelo and his opponent. I mean, Earthbound Playstyle, I feel so sorry for him, because well, you're right, it is about how you start. It's equally as important as how you finish. Sadly, Zelo didn't come out with the win in the final, but will have that 5-4 victory to look back proudly on, that he never gave up.
And also, not to mention as well, Earthbound was 4-3 up in that game, so he was very much on the hill. He would have been going and leapfrogging Zelo, and Zelo had to, again, dive into those depths. We talk about championship rounds, we talk about having experience, and about going to the well. It's such a, you know, sports-related phrase, but you have to summon it from somewhere, and those extra moments that he would have had in those pressure environments certainly helped him out getting through that group stage.
A big question that I think Rentao is going to hate me for. Why do you think, since he won the World Championship in 2024, we haven't seen the resurgence of Rentao? Qualified for Manchester United's club event last year, but we did not really see too much of him. He was out of the group stages then, and he also, I believe, failed to qualify for the World Finals last year. And then here he is again in Milan, still failing to find his footing. Do you think it's because he doesn't start these club event finals off strongly, as you said, and maybe just struggles to make up the ground?
I think that was certainly the case today. I think the fact that, you know, you're going into game 3 on 2 losses, and then you show your best performance in a game that didn't really mean anything. You know, that's why I use the phrase of, I always use the phrase of when it counts. Is that it's great being, you know, going through qualifiers. It's great being able to, you know, get to a club final event. But when the lights are the brightest and when the pressures are at its most, that's when you need to perform. It's great, you know, flat track bullying your way through. But when you get to here, this is where you need your best moments. You need to be prepared. You need to be ready to go. And I just think with Rentau, it's just a bit of almost kind of deer in headlights a little bit. Is that he wasn't quite sure of which way he wanted to play. And by the time, as we said, by the time you get to it, especially mobile, by the time you get to that moment of realising it, it's too late.
It is too late. And sadly, he left it too late, as did Sakti, who, I'll be honest with you, I mean, Rentau and Sakti, the two with the most experience on the mobile platform. We expected them, we earmarked them even at the top of the show to say, this is our final to be played. We want to, you know, show these youngsters, as it were, these green players, that this is exactly why we've been here, done that, got the t-shirt, walked the walk, talked the talk. But it's the two youngsters, it's the youth, it's the revolution, if you will, that came out on top, and we did not see Sakti or Rentau get going.
Yeah, I think Sakti, by his own standards, I think he'll be disappointed with how it happened today and about how it kind of came to pass. I think, again, you know, a lot we mentioned about Indonesia as a nation. We've seen at length, we've seen the likes of Elga, we've seen the likes of Rizky Faydan, we've seen so many players come through the ranks, and you just felt like that was going to be another one to the ranks, and he just, unfortunately on this occasion, just fell short. And I think as a result, I think he'll be disappointed walking away. But again, you would expect the likes of the four players that have been knocked out today, you would expect them to be back in some form or fashion in future club events. You can almost bank on it. You know, once you have the eFootball bug of trying to qualify for things, you will relentlessly pursue it until you can pursue it no more.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, we are at the end of our AC Milan Club event finals. We are just waiting for our players. They've had a very long day, very tired. They're very excited to get things back underway. It's 0-0 at the end of 90 minutes between Jalali and Labobo. We're waiting for them to be ready to kick off extra time, and of course penalties there if we need it, Wes. It's set up perfectly well for us, and we just cannot wait for these players to be ready to show us exactly why they've made it to this point in time and at this stage of the competition.
Well, certainly, I mean, the replays you're seeing on the screen is the replay of their group game, which were incredibly finished 4-3 in favour of Jalali. But again, you know, to us as almost seasoned veterans of casting mobile games, a 4-3 scoreline in mobile is almost unheard of. In terms of
many goals,
especially in 90 minutes as well. That's incredible. But I think it was really just underpinned just how much they both wanted that victory. They both wanted to go all for it. You know, they were all action. There wasn't really a case of, you know, defense. What's defense? Like, is that outside my house? No, it's the thing where you're meant to be able to defend a lead, and seemingly these two players didn't really get that memo, and instead they just wanted to go all out attack and just go for it. And again, it took to the very last moment, if memory serves me correctly, that Jalali just about edged it right in the final moments.
Yeah, I can't imagine it's a tactic that will get you very far at the World Finals, but it gives us great entertainment, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, if you're, as we said at the time, if you're a neutral, you absolutely loved it. You would, you know, there's been players of yesteryear in esports where they've very much 1-0'd their way to titles, or they've 1-0'd their way to prominent places in kind of tournaments. None of that on here. It was right. You're going to score? Okay, great. Oh, you're going to do a header? As you said, oh, well, I can do headers too. Like, this is what we're going to do.
It doesn't win you many fans winning 1-0 and edging out victories left and right, does it? It's the blitzkrieg players that really go through and win the plaudits and the fans and catch the eye of the viewers.
Absolutely. It's the firebrands. You know, you don't, you know, with respect, you'd never want to look to fandoms or comment sections and then just see the words boring next to your name. You don't want to see it. You never do. Instead, you want to be like, oh, that's my guy. That's my guy. That's the type of football I play at home. That's the type of football I'm seeing on a world stage. that's the type of people, that's the type of player you can get behind. And that's why we have those types of characters where if we see, Jalili as an example, if he makes it through, everyone will go, wow, what a great Moroccan representative. Oh, he's going to be awesome to watch in the World Finals. Similarly, on the other side, Lobobo, the storied history of Spain in esports. Oh, well, we can really get behind him because he just threw everything at it.
Exactly.
So it's going to be that it's almost underdog mentality, because you look at it and go, well, you've not been to this type of stage before, but now you get to do it. And I think that's where, I think both of these players, regardless of who comes through, and regardless if you're a fan of the Rossinieri, I think they'll have earned many a fan in the neutral zone with the way that they've conducted themselves today.
Yeah, indeed they will. As we just saw there, that was the 90th minute goal that separated them in the group stages. And while we're just waiting for them to be ready for the extra time and penalties if it's needed, they've played out a 0-0 throughout 90 minutes. There was not a single shot in the first 45 of the final. It's night and day compared to what is essentially a more high-stakes game. Obviously, you're 30 minutes in-game of eFootball Mobile, maybe penalties, of booking your ticket to a World Finals.
Yeah, and I think that the reason why we saw that cagey nature was because they know what's at stake. They know exactly what's at stake here. And
Lemonade Pet Insurance can save you thousands of dollars a year at the vet, which you can use to cover other pet-related costs. Get a quote at lemonade.com/pet.
And then progress to that World Final.
Yeah, we can see some of the statistics from those 90 minutes. I mean, in the end, there were 3 shots. I believe that came the way of Jalali, because Lobobo was very quiet, kind of took a little bit of time to grow into the match. But, well, I can tell you now, we are finally ready for extra time. Thank you for your patience. It's as you were, 0-0 between Lobobo and Jalali here in the Mobile Grand Final. Lobobo in the black and red, Jalali in the white strip, if you had forgotten. It's been a while since we last saw this ball rolling across the virtual pitch, but we're finally now back underway. Our players are ready. And who will be the decisive victor here? And Kunku with that stunning strike attempt, that's blocked.
Yeah, it's gone for a corner. And again, you talk about like things where they've just been waiting and they've been preparing for this extra time period. We talk about it a lot in terms of adrenaline dump. Is that slight delay, how much is that going to play a part here? Because you've got to get yourself back up again and go again. And of course, you're zeroing in potentially on some extra time here, as well as that dreaded penalty shootout if it goes that far.
Cleared at the front post, and Kunku will put it back into the mixer. Jalali starting as he finished the 90 minutes. As he's the one that is on the front foot. Liao with a nice fake shot. Oh, almost in at the front post there. Magnan saves, pushes it round, and it's a corner.
Yeah, that was a big moment, a big opportunity. Still not danger gone, though, with the set piece due. It could still be a problem here.
Potentially the last big chance of the first period of extra time. Into the mixer. Cleared away. And it's 0-0 after 105 minutes of play. How do we separate these? How do we separate these two? It's not destined to go to penalties, is it, Wes?
I mean, I know one way to separate them. Just let them play all night. That'd be great. No, in all seriousness, it feels like it's very much careering to a penalty shootout. It very much feels like it's going that direction, unless there is a moment of brilliance in these final stages of this extra time period, we will be seeing ourselves a penalty shootout to decide who goes on to the World Finals to represent AC Milan.
Well, it was Huda in 2025. The year before, it was Joy Boy. This year, it has to be Labobo or it has to be Jalali. And something tells me they still won't be separated in the next 15 in-game minutes, whereas we have a second period of extra time to try and find that separating goal. Will it come, or will we be forced to find a winner via a penalty shootout? 10 minutes left here already, whereas that's how quick the action goes down, and Labobo hasn't really had anything to write home about in the previous 115 minutes or so of eFootball mobile play. It has been all Jalali.
Maybe that's been the tactic, Harry. Maybe it's a case that it's just a case of nullify what your opponent can do, drag them into the trenches, and then spring a surprise when they least expect it.
Well, that one has trickled out agonisingly. And we may get one more big chance in the mobile final. Maybe, just maybe. Is this where Labobo will spring the trap after waiting for so long? He might just get the last attack here with the final, and Kunku forward. Rafa Leao into the box. Oh, he's beaten his man as well. It's stood up. But it is cleared, and we are headed to a penalty shootout between Labobo and Jalali to decide who will represent AC Milan. Will it be the Moroccan? Will it be the Spaniard? Either way, it will be drama.
It will. It absolutely will, as we get ourselves prepared for penalty kicks.
Of course, if I'm not mistaken, Wes, I believe on mobile you can only go left, middle or right, so we're essentially in a game of hold your nerve. Up first, it's Labobo and he misses.
That's a important save to start with from Jalali. Yeah, you're quite right. Depends on the type of controller you play. If you're playing with touch and flick, it depends on how hard you flick the screen, is how high it can go. But I think in this particular moment, as you rightly said, right, left or centre, take your pick.
Well, having just saved a penalty, Jalali tucks his one home with real confidence. Advantage to the Moroccan here in the shootout. That heaps all the pressure over to Labobo 7. That timer is ticking down. He'll have to take his penalty within that timer. Leao steps up and it's saved again.
I think even with the piece of gamesmanship, still wasn't convincing.
Well, with a chance to make it 2-0 in the shootout, Pulisic will step up here, and as cool as you like, will convert his penalty.
Yeah, it's a nice penalty there. Gives Jalali a 2-0 lead here.
No waiting this time, and Kunku stepping up neatly into the bottom left.
Yeah, Labobo finally on the board in this shootout. He's going to need a couple saves or a miss or two.
Rafa Leao down the middle and guessed correctly by Labobo. There is that save.
I was told once upon a time that it takes a brave person to go down the middle twice in the shootout. It's a very important spot kick.
Labobo to even up the shootout. Rabiot tucks it home.
Now, for those keeping score at home, Labobo does need another stop to keep himself in it. It isn't game point by any stretch, but a big save.
We'll see what Modric does at this penalty. Oh, he converts his. So Labobo needs to score, as of course he took the first spot kick in this shootout. Needs to score, and does. And from needing to score, he now needs to save Jalali on championship point here. It'll be the left foot of Rabiot to potentially send the Moroccan to the World Finals, and does so. Jalali, after a marathon day, puts Morocco back on the eFootball map. We have another Moroccan mobile champion. His name is Jalali.
Yeah, it's a wonderful, again, bit of mentality from him in the penalty shootout. Needed to convert when the moments mattered and did so brilliantly. Saved 2 penalties to start proceedings there, and that really just gave him that bit more confidence to carry it through.
Yeah, indeed. It's never fun having to step on your friend's head, essentially, to make it to a World Championship. But I hope that's not in the mind of the 22-year-old Moroccan, Zakaria Jalali. Took a long, long time to get us to extra time, as the players just wanted to make sure they were absolutely ready to proceed. But in the end, it took penalties to separate the two friends. And it's the 22-year-old Moroccan, Jalali, our East Asia and Oceania regional winner, who will represent AC Milan at the World Finals. What a story.
Yeah, he got dragged into the trenches by Lobobo, but came out the victor. That looked to be just getting into those moments, but these are the key moments, the real key moments.
It's very rare, Wes, when you miss the first 2 spot kicks in a penalty shootout, that you're able to come out and convert it into a good result. He tried his best, Lobobo. And again, 17 years of age, he will have a bright future ahead of him. But there's confirmation, your mobile champion, Jalali.
What an intense and full of suspense final, guys. Wow. And congratulations to Jalali, of course.
So much suspense, so much suspense. And when you go into extra time against a good friend, someone you know really well, there's so much pressure on your shoulders that it is the cooler head that often comes out on top. I think on the balance of fairness, Wes, based on, although it was 0-0 after 120 minutes, we saw the majority of the chances going to Zakaria Jalali's side. And the balance of fairness, you'd say maybe the eFootball gods in the end smiled upon him.
Yeah, I think so. I think on the balance of it, I mean, we saw the incredible 4-3 from them earlier on in the group stage, but I think just in that final, it was, you know, if you're talking about winning on points, you feel as though that he would have won that decision if it had gone to some judges. I think they may have just edged it towards him, but the penalty shootout told in the end. Those 2 saves in the first 2 penalties are absolutely vital. Big congratulations to the Moroccan.
So at the end of these 2 incredible finals, we can sing "We Are the Champions." No, it's not a good idea. But guys, this is a wrap of the AC Milan Club event. But the eFootball Championship 2026 continues, and more eFootball competitions by Konami, of course. So stay tuned to the eFootball channels and don't missing anything on what's to come. Harry, Wes, thank you. You were 2 top players. This is the perfect definition for you. Really thank you to livening up all the games, all the programs, as nobody knows best.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. It's great. As I said earlier, Italian flair on the wing.
Oh,
it goes
yes.
really well.
I was gonna say, I've not been called a top player in a while. I'll take that. I'll take that all day long. No, we've enjoyed your company. I've enjoyed Harry's company. This has been a blast.
We'll only have to go to San Siro and to eat pizza, lasagna and calzone.
That's the one. We need to dial that in.
Okay, yes.
It's a date.
And thank you all behind your screen for following us during the AC Milan Club finals. Thank you. Hope you have enjoyed it and see you soon. Bye-bye.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Theo is an 8-year-old versus Peter is a 1.5-year-old. It's very, very different on what I should be giving them every single day. Whether it's for energy, mental sharpness, or sensitive stomachs, Pro Plan has the right formula.
La Roche-Posay Double Repair Face Moisturizer helps strengthen moisture barrier up to 10 layers deep.
Oh, Cafu, nice. Whoa! Patrick, nice. Marcel Desailly. Are the servers on, guys? Oh, yeah, baby. We are back in business. Vamos. Woo! Alhamdulillah. Marcel Desailly. He is here, lan. Marcel Desailly with Fortress and Aerial Fort. Patrick Vieira, Fortress and phenomenal pass. Cafu with edge crossing. No long reach tackle on Vieira. Yeah. It will come, not now. They will take their time. Vieira, Anchorman. I have no idea. He's destroyer. Cafu, AC Milan, edge crossing. Attacking fullback. And how about Marcel Desailly? Is a destroyer 1.85 m. How much coins do we have? 26. Guys, it's interesting because Celio says he doesn't need one player. Which player is it? I understand now. Celio, I understood. We doesn't need Desailly. Only Cafu is needed. Only Cafu. We don't need Vieira because we already have Vieira. Desailly, nice. But Chelsea is not licensed, so we don't need. We're just going for Cafu. Are we ready for the first spin? Haydi bismillah. Cafu, por favor. Here we go. Come on, yeah. Come on, yeah. Let's go. Giorgio Scalvini. Okay. Please don't hype Cafu too much. I really don't want to spend money on this game anymore. Del Bleza. Who's telling him, guys? Man, you're saying that you don't need this. He's only going to let you get him. Yeah. I don't need Desailly and Vieira. I only need Cafu. Only him. If we get Cafu, we are out. Hadi. Multi-spin number 2. Bismillah. Give me Cafu. Shit. It's nothing, huh? Marcos Llorente. Haydi. Multi-spin number 3. Cafu. Let's go. It's something nice. No! I wanted Cafu. Cafu, man. It's lagging. I stopped the record. I don't record anymore, so it shouldn't lag. The lag is over, guys. I'm unhappy anyway because I'm looking for Cafu, you know? Instead, they are giving me a monster Vieira. Now, when they give me Desailly, it's game over, I swear. No, we need Cafu. Haydi. Multi-spin number 4. Bismillah. Why always ads? Talis, because I need to survive somehow. Geoffrey Kondogbia. Hey, he's a 3-star legend for me. How old is he? 32, yeah. He was very good in my 3-star, 4-star teams. Back in the days of Pro Evolution Soccer, I only used 3-star teams, 4-star teams because this was the ultimate simulation experience to me. Playing with all those 5 stars, iconic moments, etc. It was not the best gaming experience for me. It was not so real. 3-star, 4-star, bro. You had to think. And Kondogbia was one of the kings. Any epic so far? Yeah, only Vieira, unfortunately. We're aiming for Cafu, but we just get the best DMF in-game in 3 spins. Multi-spin number 5. Haydi, bismillah. Come on. Cześć. Levar. Welcome in, brother. Bracie. Bonjour, maître. Comment va-t-on en français? It's same as always, brother. Haydi. Bismillah. Multi-spin number 6. My name is Talisman, not Tali. You are from Italy. Tali from Italy. Multi-spin number 7. Bismillah. Red carpet, but doesn't have to mean anything, does it? Joe Linton. Still the red carpet. Bro, they're fooling me. Is someone coming from the background? No. Bro, don't say Bismillah when you are gambling. No hate. Brother, it's not gambling. This is not gambling, brother. It's 150 player bucks and you will get them in 150. It's not like you're going to the casino and you say you make 1 million spins and you get something. And you get the money of 1 million, you know? This is gambling, but this is not gambling. Du sprichst Deutsch? Ja, natürlich. Ich lebe in Deutschland. Let's go to Marcel now. No. No Desai. We need Cafu. Multi-spin number 8. Multi-spin number 8. Here we go. Bismillah. Aha! Cafu's coming. Cafu's coming. Right back. Shit. Didn't work, guys. Didn't work. Shit. Konami knew our plans, well. We were close. I tried with reverse psychology. I tried my best and tried my life after difficult. You already know, buddy. I was hoping for reverse psychology, because Cafu was the only one which we didn't need. We needed Vieira, we needed Marcel Desailly. Because every time we say we don't need this player, we get him first. Every time it's like that, you know? But this time we had the hope, Celio made the beginning, that we could change, you know? But no, it did not work. Come on. 7 multi-spins left. So now I have the hope that we are not going to clear the pack, that we don't need to clear the pack. We need, of course, Marcel Desailly. He is the player which we are looking forward most to. Multi-spin number 9. And now we can talk openly. Now we don't need to make the reverse psychology. Not reverse. Koinami, I love you. I love your game. I am the one who's playing it almost the longest time. Just a few of them who's playing this since ISS. Not many people left like that. So please, por favor, listen to me and do me a favor and give me now Marcel Desailly. Bismillah. So serious? They are like, I don't care. I don't care. Ich habe noch den alten Miral-Zerstörer. Ich gehe nicht rein in das Pack. Welcome back, brother. Hyderabad. They don't mind, brother. They don't care. Multi-spin number 10. That means 100 spins. Let's go. Koinami. Por favor. Barcola. Who needs Barcola GP? Not me. Oh, he's 5-star. Multi-spin number 11. Oh, boy. Here we go. Here we go again. Nothing and nothing and nothing. Mohamed Salah. You can see the eFootball mobile streamers, they are playing. Why do you say still? Why do you say still? What I read is, Mednasa, please, can you ban me? I need a ban. Tamam. You get lifetime ban forever. No problem. Ciao. Okay. I understood what you mean. 4 spins left. Please. Por favor, Koinami. Please don't let me clear that pack. Por favor. How do you say please in Japanese, guys? I need to learn Japanese. Hayde. Bismillah. Multi-spin number 12. 120 spins. Ay, caramba. Red carpet, but it's fooling me. It's a trap. I don't fall into this trap. Who is it? Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro, right? Yeah, Pedro Porro. Guys, there was a guy in the chat. I banned him. Other streamers are playing already. Why you are not playing? First of all, I don't compare myself to other content creators. They can do whatever they want. I do whatever I want. Secondly, I like to talk. I like to have fun. I like to stream, you know? Not just play like a robot one game after another all the time. I want to have fun. I want to bring you love. I want to have a great time, you know? Because, you know, it's my aim to make also different streams. Not just play. I do my thing. They are doing their thing. Tamam. Multi-spin number 13. 130 spins long. Come on. Come on, Koinami. Unbelievable. Camera lag. Oh, you're right. We need to clear the pack. Or we need to get Marcel Desailly. Hopefully we don't need to clear the pack. What is it? Multi-spin number 14. Oh, damn. Give it to me now because I don't want to go for single spins afterwards, Lan. Come on. Hayde. Bismillah. This is ridiculous. We really will need to go for the single spins. Crazy. Single spins. It is how it is. Okay. We start with the first single spin. Okay. Don't expect me to celebrate now. Please, don't do it.
Bam,
Yeah, Marcel Desailly.
Bam.
Hello. Who is left in the pack? Yeah, you see it. This guy is left in the pack. Marcel Desailly. Let's level them. Let's additional maintenance. So I have 25 minutes to level them. I think we can do it. If you are here and you have not smashed the like button, I'm coming to your house. It's Richie, I love you. The pack opening destroyed us as almost every time. So we needed to go for the single spins at the end, and we got Desailly, the last of the 3 players, with 141 spins. And now it's time for the player builds, for the levelings, booster craftings, everything what you want to know. But before, check this out, guys. Holzkern. And I want to show you this. Guckt euch das mal an. Can you see? Oh, ja, guck mal. Den habe ich meiner Frau geschenkt. This is what I gifted my wife. If you're interested, they are out of wood. It's very, very good, guys. As I said, I will only promote things where I'm standing behind. Only brands where I'm standing behind. I won't be a promotion board or something, you know? Therefore, I will leave it here. Holzkern. Follow the link down below in the description. And yalla, let's start with the playables. The first player we're starting with is Cafu, and I leveled him like a hybrid, that you can use his edge crossing, but still that he is good in defense. This is how I would go for. Shooting 3, passing 5, dribbling 4, dexterity 8, low body strength 11, aerial strength 3, and defending on 9. He needs a second booster crafting, and here I would recommend you to go for passing for the low pass, lofted pass, curl, and kicking power. The 5 additional skills for him: double touch, weighted pass, low lofted pass, blocker, and aerial superiority. This is what he looks like maxed out without the booster crafting. With the booster crafting, his kicking power would go on 90, his low pass on 84, and lofted pass on 85, which is a sweet spot where you can use his edge crosses, and also the curl is on 79, which go on 80. But still, good defensive stats, all 85 plus. For such a fast player who can dribble, he could be good. It's not the first Cafu. We have received many Cafus, and we know he's got a good player ID. We need to try him out on the pitch. The next player is one of the most requested players in eFootball, and he belongs to the best defenders in game. Maybe he is the best defender in game. Of course, I'm talking about Patrick Vieira. And this is my leveling for him. Shooting 0, passing 4, dribbling 6, dexterity 5, low body strength 10, aerial strength 6, and defending on 12. He, of course, obviously needs a booster crafting, and here I would recommend you to go for shutdown with defensive awareness, tackling, engagement, and speed. The 5 additional skills for him: heading, through passing, weighted pass, outside curler, and cut behind and turn. This is what he looks like maxed out, and the booster crafting is not active. We are using Capello as the manager, which I didn't mention in the previous player, but his defensive awareness without him would be on 89. Therefore, important the booster crafting that it goes on 90, tackling 97, defensive engagement 96, and his speed would go on 90. And look on the left hand side, tight possession 85, low pass 85, phenomenal pass, so a strong ball defender with such good ball treatment and such good passing abilities. Oh boy, I have the feeling that this is the best Vieira we've received ever, and he's a destroyer, which is very nice and suits very good in the current gameplay. Guys, we are going to compare now this Anchorman Vieira, which I love to use, which is my main DMF, against the latest Vieira from today. I have a comparison scene here. Hola, buenos días, ¿qué tal amigos, hermanos, muchachos? Saludos desde Alemania. 104 versus 105, and he is not even equipped with the booster crafting. Same positions, just that the latest Vieira from today has got the AMF position as a B position, but you could equip him also as a center back with 2 position tokens. Same height, same weight. Let's go down. +6 attacking awareness. Okay, not interesting. +4, +9, +5 in ball treatment. This is a lot. +3 in low pass and -1 in lofted pass. Heading +4. Good. He's better in the air. Slightly slower, but he will have 90 with the booster crafting. -3 acceleration. That makes a difference. +5 in jumping. Important for the aerial duels. +5 in physical contact. Okay, this is unexpected. This is a lot. And let's go to the defensive section. -4, -4, -3, -1. Now you will say, Matt, this is an unfair comparison because you leveled him differently, and I will agree with you because I focused more on his ball treatment and more on his passing. Also, his physicality is way more. So if I would decrease it, they would be approximately the same, but still, the Destroyer one would be a little stronger. The main difference is here. Yeah, the booster slot is not active. here. The Anchorman doesn't have any Showtime skill. And the latest run from today has Fortress and Phenomenal Pass. So Fortress will even lift up his defense abilities on top the booster crafting. So they will have almost the same defense if you're of course leading in the second half, but with a way better ball control, way better passing and Phenomenal Pass. So, and more physicality. So yeah, the latest one is the best Vieira which we've received, but he needs to convince us on the pitch, but I really doubt that he is not going to do. Matt, please compare Vieira to Yaya. Yaya is meta for a lot of people. Yeah, he is. He definitely is. Where's Yaya Touré? Here he is. Yaya Touré versus Vieira. Anchorman versus Destroyer. Tamam. +2, +3 in ball treatment. +6 in heading. Okay, set piece and curl. -1, -2 in pace. -6 kicking power. Until now, I would say Vieira is better. But let's see. +5 physical contact. +3 stamina. -6 awareness. +2 tackling. +4 aggression. +3 engagement. Oh boy. What is his Showtime skill? Phenomenal Pass and long reach tackle. Yeah, long reach tackle is the game changer, you know? I tend to say Vieira, guys. Long reach tackle is amazing. Absolutely amazing. And that's also the reason why Konami is not equipping Vieira with this. But let's see. Last but not least in this selection, we are now talking about the player which I'm looking most forward to because it's his first appearance, first release ever in eFootball. And this is Marcel Desailly. And this is my leveling. Shooting, passing, dribbling on 0. Dexterity 5. Low body strength 5. Aerial strength 7. Defending on 13. And goalkeeping 1 on 2 for the jumping. As a booster crafting, Celio already equipped him with stealing. But what I would recommend you to go for instead is this here. Defending. And when we're talking about the 5 additional skills, you can see that he is already equipped with acrobatic clearance. This is also something which I would not use. Instead, I would go for one-touch pass, through passing, rated pass, low-lofted pass, and outside curler. And this is what he would look like maxed out with Fabio Capello. Just the difference would be that aggression would be on 98, physical contact would be on 90, but instead jumping would be on 90 also. Very good defense stats, very fast, physically strong. This guy is very, very promising and he is combining pace, physical strength like almost no one else. One last comparison with Thuram. What do you say? Same position, same playstyle, everything the same. Lilian Thuram versus Marcel Desailly. Desailly without the booster crafting. Let's see. He is 3 centimeters taller. Thuram can play as a right back. I think Desailly is able to be equipped with the right back position. Let me see. I will quickly check it. I know you can't see. Yes, you can give him right back, left back, DMF. Ball treatment is the same. Lofted pass a little better, but it doesn't make a big difference. Heading is the same. Now we're coming to the most interesting parts. Speed -1, acceleration +2, jumping -4, physical contact -3. Okay, let's have a look at the defense. -3 awareness, -2 tackling, -1 aggression, -3 engagement. You're telling me Thuram is Thuram, huh? Don't compare, you're telling me, huh? Thuram is different. And now the true review starts, because on paper they can be all bad or good, but they need to convince us on the pitch. And therefore we have a very, very special team which Celio created for us. It's a team with players which I've all missed since I was at the official Konami event in Los Angeles, and then the other week in the FIFA E event in Saudi Arabia as a content creator, as a streamer. For example, Hall player Neymar. Oh, bro, what is this? What the? Ooh, what? We also have Maldini here. Beckham. How about Beckham? Let me...
This season feels better when we're together. Maria's Gamesa. From moments shared with the ones you love.
Presentamos la mega oferta. Compra una vela, cobija o manta y recibe 2 gratis.
Sí, es JCPenney.
Come in and have some tea.
Nothing's changed here. Well, you can see women's ankles now. Well, it's not much use to us.
So what do you recommend to encourage affection?
Dancing.
It's a very good letter. So good, I think one of his sisters must have helped him.
Look at the bench, guys. We have Marmoush. We have Jan Koller. I can show you here. This is Marmoush. Ooh, not bad. Not bad. Chat is asking for cross spam with Koller, and this is the latest Koller. Oh, damn. All aerial stats on 100 plus, while he's got finishing on 92 and equipped with phenomenal finishing. For me, not gonna lie, the player which I'm looking maybe most forward to is El Hadji Diouf. I'm not sure if I would level him differently. He has no booster, right? No booster. Tamam. We are going to try him out. One player which I see very, very often in my comments everywhere. The free Blitzcurler Michael Olise. No booster crafting, right? Right. Very, very interesting players. But probably we are going to change the formation a little bit. You know what, guys? I hate to play with wingers. But for today, we make an exception. Let's try Olise, the Blitz Curler, and El Hadji Diouf. But of course, the focus is also on Vieira, Desailly, and Cafu. Especially Desailly. Damn! I start with Lombo counter. Haydi yallah. I'm curious now. Since weeks, my first game, love. Oh, it's the official Niger jerseys? They are licensed. What? Cameroon too, guys? Olise on A form. Okay, Cafu B, Marcel Desailly C, and Vieira B form. How was the opponent playing? Free-to-play team. 4, wow, 4-1-1-4, but extremely offensive. Tamam. Okay, El Hadji Diouf. Geil. Michael Olise. Blitzcurler. Cafu. Who is this Hazard? Let's say we've won this. Patrick Vieira with the interception. This Olise, great first. What an engine. What? What do you want from me? I don't know what he's doing. What is he doing? I have no idea. Patrick Vieira with the AI. El Hadji. El Hadji. El Hadji. Stunning shot. El Hadji Diouf, man. We are back in business. No, don't start. How is the form? Olise on C form. Desailly C form, Patrick B form, and same for Cafu. How was the bench? I'm playing with El Hadji Diouf. I can't realize, no? I love it. Patrick? Olise. Olise? Marcel Desailly. Marcel Desailly, very good first impression. Let him use, I don't care. But why me? Why do I have to suffer under this shit, you know? Sad. Edge crossing Cafu. El Hadji Diouf. At least the equalizer. Hello, smart assist. Changing the color. Marcel Desailly says not with me. It's crazy. Brother, he didn't plan anything to do like this, I swear. The lofted pass, the shot, it was nothing him. He never made the lofted pass here. He just pressed triangle. And the shot, brother. At least the draw, man. Oh! Look at this beauty. Tamam. How was the form? Okay. Okay. Oh, the jersey! Uh-huh. Yeah. There you could see it. It's always noticeable because of my gameplay, not because of his. It's so heavy, you know? The smart assist can't do this. Guys, we need to focus more on these players. But right now, I'm busy with fighting against the smart assist. It's hard for me to focus on them and, you know, and to review them. Oh, Cafu, nice pay. Whoa! That's the reason why I like to give Cafu defense stats. Patrick, nice. Cafu. Cafu! Thank you, Vieira, for the block. Not yet, brother. Desai! Easy. Vieira, nice. Ordoni. So, hey, these jerseys are amazing. Okay, I've promised you color. You get color. How about we use them on the left-hand side? Look at that outside curler. Cafu. Cafu's always a good choice. Always. There's immer eine gute Wahl. Look at these dribblings, man. Merci, Desai. Okay, Kola, your time to shine. Kola? Maybe from the distance here, Cafu. That was crazy. Uh-huh. Far post. Far post. What to say, nice Vieira. Then nice Desai. Nice one, Desai. David Beckham. We see Yankola at the far post. We are going. Nice pass from Vieira. I'm not using his phenomenal finishing. Oh, nice outside curler. GG's. I've tested Desai, Vieira, and Cafu in a couple of matches in a row, and I have a good gut feeling about them and a good opinion. Starting with Cafu, I have to say he was impressive, but it didn't surprise me because I already mentioned that Cafu has always a good player ID. He's always present on the pitch, running back and forth, covering everything. Very good hybrid player. What do I mean with hybrid? Good in offense, good in defense. His crosses were good, his interceptions were nice. He is very fast. Cafu is a very good one, but in all honesty, a possible 150 bucks, I would say no. If you get him in a few spins, you are good. Congratulations. But if you need to clear the pack for him, don't do it, guys. Not worth it. The next player is Patrick Vieira. Patrick Vieira, we all know he is the king of the DMFs, competing with Yaya Touré. But this one clears it. He is better than all other Vieiras before. In my opinion, also better than Yaya Touré. Even that Touré has long reach tackle. For me, it's just a matter of time until we get a Vieira with a long reach tackle. But this Vieira, extremely present, extremely fast, and good with the ball. He is not clunky or heavy, you know. You can turn with him, you can run with him. He's got phenomenal pass. You can make accurate passes with him. Is he worth a possible 150 bucks? Yes. Worth it. Let's say it like that. Which player is worth 150 bucks, you know? If you want to say, Matt, I want the best DMF in game, here you go. You have Vieira. Grab him. Last but not least, I want to talk about Marcel Desailly. Marcel Desailly impressed me in a way that he's got a special player ID, which I could notice very well. What do I mean with special player ID? He somehow felt very fast, but very strong. Like I couldn't lose any physical duel. And I couldn't lose any running duel. That was very impressive to see. His positioning is nice. His AI behavior is good. That means when I don't touch him, that he positions and grabs the ball, gains the possession back for me. He did it in a very, very good way. I didn't test him too much in the air. So this is something which I need to do. But with his aerial fort, with his 1m85, 19 jumping, he seems to be very useful. He is not as good as a Thuram. Thuram is still the best destroyer-wise in this position, but he is absolutely amazing. Is he worth a possible $150? I do it again. Yes, he is worth it. So this is a good pack. If you need defenders, you have 3 good players. You have the best DMF, a center-back who's competing with the best in-game. Yeah, Desai is very good, very useful. GG's.
Tu comida merece Pepsi. Y tú también.
Ana, el mal aliento puede ser causado por las encías. Necesitas a los expertos en encías. Parodontax. Mata el 99% de placa bacteriana. Parodontax, expertos en encías.
One of the major reasons we go for epic packs, showtime packs, the special skill. And that's why in today's video, myself, your humble professor, I'll be assembling a squad made of players possessing all special skills in the game.
I may not have a brain, gentlemen, but I have an idea.
Let's get into building. Momentum dribbling, so we start with that. Let me know your favorite special skill, what is it, and what special skill do you feel is the most overpowered? Down in the comment section, let me know. Momentum dribbling, Luis, Isaac, come on in as well. I'll just take 2 of each. Next, I can see acceleration bursts. Definitely Neymar. Let's use Neymar as a substitute. I would have used the brother from the motherland, Kano Wanko, but I haven't trained him yet. I haven't even touched the man since the day I purchased him. Okay, let's go. Bullet Header is up next. Of course, Cristiano Ronaldo is going to come on. Blitz Curler, come on in. Imagine if we had a Blitz Curler with Bullet Header. What player would fit that profile? I think Bill or Ronaldo. I'll go Zico. Low screamer. Phenomenal finishing. We shall use Rummenigge. Then we move over to edge crossing. Lamb can dance. Sylvester can dance as well. Game-changing pass. Iniesta come on in AMF. Ruben Neves come on in visionary pass. Bonucci. Was this man Chiellini? I never really knew who he is. Right back is Panucci. Okay, right card. Let me see if maybe you might start right card. Visionary pass. Who's okay? Isco is here as well. Isco is good. I like visionary pass a lot. I like that. Oh, Zabi is here as well. Nice. And so I need that a lot. Phenomenal pass. Let's see. Calafiori, come on in. I only have 1 goalkeeper that can do that. That's Diogo Costa. Long reach tackle. Fede Flipping Valverde. Come on in. Don't waste time. Fortress, we have Cannavaro. Cannavaro, you'll be our substitute. Bastoni, you'll be a substitute for us as well. Aerial Forts. Free Marquinhos. Phenomenal finishing, Bullet Header. Low screamer, momentum dribbling. Acceleration burst, blitz curl. Game-changing pass. Visionary pass. Long reach tackle. Phenomenal pass. Fortress. Aerial Forts. Edge crossing. And goalkeeping, directing defense. Our starting 11 has all special skills. So that's going to be it for the building part. Next up, we dive into the games. eFootball League. Let's have some fun.
Looking to play him in. This is Batistuta. And it's Batistuta. Shot a goal!
That's not even fair, man. I hate that so much. Okay, it's fine.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here. And while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Should be going in.
Threads one in. Bonucci gets over and intercepts. Lam. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Great vision. Picked out brilliantly. Chance for a shot.
Oh! Look, lovely. Lovely momentum dribbling from Suarez. Liverpool Suarez. The best centre forward in this game. No questions asked. No questions asked.
But they were certainly tested. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now.
What the hell? You have a fullback running in. A fullback running in and you give it to just, oh gosh, Konami. What kind of scripting is that? Man, I'm telling you, pass here, you take it somewhere else. No one is asking you to do all of that.
He's been playing in pretty much every...
And he's had a hit! And that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of just the goalkeeper to beat. Shot, surely! Lam. Marquinhos. 15 minutes till half-time. And it's Del Piero. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Ah, how does Ronaldo not score? How?
Spring out of defence. He welcomes it in. Oh, he takes a shot! Now, what about a counter-attack? That is a great pick-out. Lam. And it's Xabi Alonso. And Iniesta. Xabi Alonso. Luis Suarez. It's Luis!
Oh! Low screamer. That's the low screamer.
It's ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Climbs up big!
Lovely. Suarez, you've done it. This Suarez is full of goals. Suarez is full of goals. Like, the man scores so much. Wow, this man is really going offensive. This man really wants a goal. I will not give it to him.
What it is. It is what it is.
Zico. Looking tiny in possession here. Del Piero.
Look at you, shameless man. Just play it in the middle. Why go for the far post? Play it in the middle.
Well seen. Saw that coming. That was well played. Well stopped. Zico will not want to lose out here. Not against this opponent. Who played through for the wide man. Oh, what
a... edge crossing. With the edge crossing, even as Alessandro Del Piero can score goals with the edge crossing.
Breathtaking stuff. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will stick. Lewis! Mbappe. It's been slipped through. Oh, he's one-on-one!
Come on! I'm not letting it go in. I am not letting it go in. Go away.
And that's that. And it's Kaka. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that. His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know. And Luis Suarez!
Oh, Suarez! That guy. Suarez is a bad man. He's a bad man.
That one wrestling too made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Come on, get me that ball.
Cannavaro. Valverde. Valverde. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Neymar. Judge!
What? What?
Can he get it through? Sorlot receives it in a decent chance! In a hurry. And it's Valverde. He's having a shot!
Good. Neymar, I love that. I love that movement.
Robertson. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. No second thought, a straight red card.
Don't get angry!
Get Archer.
Being a woman, it's a lot, and we wouldn't trade it for anything. You deserve real support, so we made science-backed solutions you can trust, supporting you through every age, life stage, or magnificent mood change.
Turn your passion into a profession at Lynn.
The curriculum at Lynn for the online courses is applicable to the real world.
If you are thinking of pursuing your degree, I say do it.
Join a best value school at online.lynn.edu.
Hey, that's not a red. That is never a red card. I'm in quite some trouble.
It's their second corner of the game. He gets big.
If you haven't seen my corner kick tutorial, check it out. I keep begging you guys. The link is in the description.
They're really getting no time to...
Takes a shot!
Ah, lovely goal, lovely goal.
This is threatening to become a really good game. Well, there's the shot! Oh, taken with style! Might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
You are a failure. You are a failure. You can never make it.
And the referee brings it. Still goalless at the moment. Xavi Alonso. Chiang Rai really do like their passes from deep, Peter. Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they? Yeah, but this is a system that can...
Look at this man. What kind of nonsense is that?
And beyond the defence, he reclaimed. That pass isn't the best. Valverde, he is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Luis Suarez looking for the run. There's the shot!
Come on! Come on! You guys, you don't understand. You do not understand me. You don't.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And we are already promptly...
Look at this man! Look, take him to the fullback! Why not take it to the fullback? Are you... You know, oh my gosh! Iniesta, why would you pass it to the center back? Take it to the fullback!
We're in for an intriguing second half now. Contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash. Chance!
I just hate this game, man. I just hate this game.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Lamine Yamal. Well, this guy, Lamine Yamal, Peter, certainly is a very exciting talent. A natural right winger. We all know about his technique, but he's very impressive with his decision-making too. And when you consider that his job is all about supply, it's all about end product, he's become actually quite good at that. His ball retention is quite strong. And when you've got that in a wide player, you're onto something.
Yes. He's having a shot!
Beautiful. Nicely conducted goal. Very nice.
Manchester United do have a chance to counter here. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And he shoots!
These defenders can be so slow. I mean, come on. Mentally slow. You see a true ball, why not run? Why not run? Sometimes the game just annoys me sometimes. Like, come on.
That has been cleared. And it's Ruben Neves. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, shooting chance!
Boy, beat it in, man.
He is so at ease on the ball. Cannavaro gets it clear. And it's Iniesta. Look at the space. Luis Suarez!
What the hell? The game is unfair to me. How does a goalkeeper save a low screamer? How?
Xavi Alonso. That's positional goals. The utilization.
He's had a shot!
Sending a very poor way, to be honest with you. Take one more game, man. I'm completely frustrated with this game right now. I'm absolutely frustrated right now.
He's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
No argument from me on shot, surely! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Hoisted in, big header!
Good.
That looks a decent ball. That's the keeper's ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
But they should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He has found the way through. And the shot!
Come on. This is how we're going to end the video.
Alexander-Arnold in acres of space out wide. Calafiori. Oh, terrible pass.
Pretty robust defending.
He's been bundled over. That is a foul.
What? Oh my gosh, how many red cards? How many? How many? I make a tackle, it's a red. I make a tackle, it's a red. I'm not sure you know what a red is, man. You don't know what it is.
We'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Oh, it's Isco. Shoots!
It's exactly what happened in that game. The 4-3 game. You remember that? This is exactly what happened. I make a tackle, it's always a foul. According to who? Who decided that?
The critical part. And we've just
got ourselves a game here.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's tough.
And he's had a hit!
Whoa. Oh, Messi. Messi. I love Messi's blitz. Messi's the best blitz crawler. Right after Son Heung-min, though.
Little sympathy about.
Ruben Neves. That's an imaginative pass. Messi looking to get on the end of this. And he shoots!
Messi hat-trick. The hat-trick for Messi.
I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Goalkeeper, do better than that, for goodness sake. Do better.
Closing in on goal. It's Isco!
Hey, I'm finished. I'm finished. I'm finished. My opponent will come back, just like the other game. My opponent will make a comeback. I'm finished. I'm finished. Now, let me score over there. Managed to win this one, bro. Today has been... No. Messi, congratulations on your hat-trick. That was fantastic from you. But then the rest of the games, draw, win, loss, win. Oh gosh, this is bad. I'll catch you guys later.
For me, the physical and mental both go hand in hand. That's when I put on my best performance. I know that I can be better. So let's go.
New HugFit 360 waistband versus a soccer ball. Will it stretch? Stretch, and it's good! New Huggies HugFit 360 with double the stretch, up to 100% leak-proof fit.
When you get enough points, you can easily sign Gattuso from the campaign hub. And then when you sign the man, you're going to be wondering, how is it going to function? Is it actually useful? Because if you think about it, it's a free manager card. They are always quite tricky. In today's video, we're going to be trying out Gattuso. Now, Gattuso over here has the outside team playstyle, which is pretty nice. The boosters he offers to the players. You know, Gattuso was a very excellent defensive midfielder. And then if you notice the boosters he offers, tackling and lofted pass, those are abilities defensive midfielders would really love. His link-up play is a diagonal long pass. I'll say this right off the bat, this is my worst link-up play. It doesn't... Every time I have reviewed a manager with this link-up play, Hansi Flick, Jose Mourinho, they don't always align with the way I play. I'm doing this for you guys, so we keep moving. In any case, down in the comment section, let me know what you think about this manager, if you've used him so far. Then, before we pop into the game, remember Barcelona face Osasuna today in La Liga. And then, how do you get the most out of this game? You have to thank the sponsors of today's video. They are the most reliable out there. They have the highest odds and the fastest payouts. And it doesn't stop there. When you use my promo code BOFG2025, you get a very nice bonus on your first deposit. Now you guys know the drill. I'll leave the link in my description, the comment section as well. And don't forget my promo code BOFG2025. Let's get into it.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
The fella you're looking at, Peter, Ashraf Hakimi, I think will...
Chance for a shot!
Oh, Mbappe, lovely run.
Oh, he's been caught on it, and again!
And a lovely goal from Mbappe. I can't believe he got that ball from, I believe that was Hakimi. Mbappe is fast. Mbappe is so fast. Defending on there.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Luis Suarez. Kimmich. He's in space and looking for options. And he whips it in. Yeah.
How is no one getting to that one?
He's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Costa Curta. And it's Isco. Can he get it through?
Woo! Man, Mbappe is moving. Mbappe is moving. Mbappe is at work.
Unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Bale. Stood up well to him there. Costa Curta. Great vision. Oh, that's fabulous. Lovely feet. Decent shot.
Oh, man, Mbappe! Mbappe! Love it.
And that pass just didn't quite work. And the shot!
My opponent's error.
Kimmich. Played out to the left flank. He's got away. Real chance here. And the shot!
Oh my gosh, Mbappe!
Up Visum. And that has put paid to that. Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Costa Curta, just cross with your left foot. Cross it with your left, man. Yeah, my opponent just quits. Good game. Very, very good game. I mean, Mbappe. Mbappe was on fire. Mbappe was the man. He should be the man of the match. And we saw whatever that pass is called. We saw the link-up play in action.
Can pick the ball up between the lines. Oh, they could be caught out here. Big chance! And it's a goal! Well, they would have been looking. Was lacking. That's been slipped through. He's having a shot! It's gone in! He's put... It's great positioning. So good from him. And he welcomes it in. Oh, that's fabulous. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. So what can they make of this? Driving forward. He's found a way through. There's the shot!
Wow. Wow, solo run from Nedved. Wow.
Perfect timing. Not a diff to become a really good game. Oh, we have a Owen. Gets through on his own. God. Well, that is not the best ball. And he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Nedved picks it up out wide. Shapes to shoot!
That was a nice connection. Isco was that good to Nedved. I'm not very good at using this particular link-up play. I'm not.
Very sudden chance to counter. This is Owen, face to face with the keeper.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Isco is the team's great visionary. Raul. Played into space out wide. Kante getting this one clear. Luis Suarez!
What was going to happen then? How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Chance for a shot! It's in! They have stopped!
Man, I love that. I love that. I love that. Mbappe, lovely run. Lovely run. Ah, damn it. This was difficult. This was difficult. As you can see, I'm not getting much attempts with the aggressive. I don't know what the link-up play is called, because it's not very practical in the game. In any case, I know it happens a lot in real life, but in this game, man. Calm down. We keep going. We keep going. We have to make something out of this.
Si quieres elevar las vibras, trae el sabor. Modelo Chelada, cerveza auténticamente mexicana, vibrantes sabores a fruta y un toque de picante. Modelo Chelada. Trae el sabor.
Razor bumps? Get a shave with a touch of aloe. Venus Extra Smooth Sensitive.
Adivina quién tiene los juguetes más soñados. Cool y divertidos, todos quedan encantados. Adivina quién tiene los mejores juguetes que alegrarán su día. La respuesta es simple. Walmart, ¿quién diría?
And that gets things running. So, Jim, tell me this. Who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Marquinhos. He's one of the toughest and most competitive centre.
Great chance! And the ball's come loose.
How Isco? How are you not? How in the world aren't you scoring that?
Sophistication. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Goes down, but nothing given. Oh, cracking ball. That is Snuta!
No! God, please, no! No!
Jan Rai clearly have been told to play long diagonal balls, switching the play.
And what do you think, Jim? Is it working?
To some extent, Peter, but they could do with mixing it up a little as well. Try open up some space before going long again.
He rises! And the keeper couldn't hold it. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Costa Curta. And he's picked it up out wide.
That was lovely, that.
Oh, that's fabulous. Kings in a... Oh, what a collide! They've got to be quick to recover this. And again! He's missed, but not...
What is going on here?
Ronaldo. Bonucci is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. That's a promising run he's making on the right.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as...
Terrific header! Oh, it's fallen loose again!
I wonder how a goalkeeper saves all of that. This man has his what kind of goalkeeper do you have? What kind of goalkeeper do you have? How does a goalkeeper do all of that? How?
Well, obviously. And the second half gets underway.
Jan Rai can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Nedved. This is Ronaldo. Decent chance!
Finally, that's the kind of outright play I want. That's what I want. Bro, I'm not enjoying Gattuso that much. I'm really not. This man is stressing me out.
The fans here a foray down the right. And try to spin that positively. I certainly can't.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
It's not pretty, but it gets the job done.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
He's shifting through the gears here.
Come on, that's that. Please be a penalty. Please be a penalty.
He does seem to
This man just took out Mbappe for what reason? Mbappe was taking him for a ride. Wow. This man, he wants to kill Mbappe. You want to kill Mbappe? Why? Look at that. That's attempted murder. Attempted murder right there. Oh, and the angle isn't kind. I can't do anything with this. There's literally nothing I can do with this.
Looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace. And it's Guti.
I'll be honest with you. The link-up play with Gattuso. Perhaps I'm not just good at it, but in my opinion, it's not very practical. It is not. Best you can do is play with the regular outside, but then relying on the link-up play like you would with Capello or Rijkaard.
The back's physique, does he? No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be. Yeah, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that? Well, it's current. Struck first time.
Try open up some space before going long again.
Valverde. Who's looking wide.
That's just playing
Kane.
Oh, great feat that.
Kane! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Kane really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Mbappe in acres of space out wide. Oh, sweet feet. Guti pings it across. He's got a goal!
That was confusing. I'm not good at using this. I'm not.
This is the time you need that pace.
Isco. It's a searching pass. He is. It's Nedved! He's beaten the keeper. But in the post.
Substitution.
And this is Luis Suarez.
John Ryan nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
And it's Nedved.
That's good play from him.
Now it's Isco.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Bullish header!
Whoo! Love that from outside. Love that. I love that communication. Nedved, Suarez, Guti, or was that Isco? Man, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I need from you. I will never lie to you guys, man. It's not broken. Gattuso isn't broken.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle.
Te encantan tus aromatizantes eléctricos, pero ¿te gustaría controlar el aroma? Presentamos el potenciador de aroma para Febreze Plug, con los mismos 50 días de aroma continuo que con Febreze Plug, con un cable para una ubicación flexible y un botón potenciador para tener aroma extra. Potenciador de aroma para Febreze Plug.
For any day, any flow, Tampax has you covered.
The lion is awake. Zlatan is awake.
I am your king.
We shall be looking at him in today's video. Now for this review, we're going to look at the best training for Zlatan, the best skills you want to have on him. Then we take him into online games to see how he performs on the pitch. So let's get into it. Zlatan is 28 years of age, right-footed, very tall. He's a fox in the box. I know a lot of you guys out there don't like that playing style. The second booster you want to use on him is Striker's Instinct to boost up his offensive awareness, his finishing, his acceleration. Now we look at the skills he has on him. Heading, long range curler, long range shooting, acrobatic finishing, first time shots. Beautiful shooting skills. Then his special skills, phenomenal finishing, willpower. Now I'm going to explain what these skills, would do for you. Now for the new special skill, which is willpower, it improves the player's shooting abilities when they take a shot up to a maximum of 8 times. So what this means, the player's shooting abilities, they will be boosted. When Zlatan takes a shot, his shooting abilities will be boosted. But then it has to be a maximum of 8 shots. On the 9th shots, this special skill wouldn't be able to activate because, you know, it has exceeded the amount. Now, combining the willpower skill with the phenomenal finishing, it's a recipe for goals. It's a recipe for goals. Konami, they've cooked. Then the next skill, one-touch pass, very beautiful on your center forward, Fox in the box especially. Aerial superiority, fighting spirit. The man is a beast. He's an absolute unit. An absolute unit. Then the only skill you could add on to him, you know, probably just give him the double touch. If you really you want to give him the double touch, then dipping shots or knuckle shots. Now for the training, this is the best training you want to use on Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I will say this. From the stats, it doesn't really look like 110 rated. When I trained the man, I was like, is that all? I mean, none of his stats came up to 100. I was expecting offensive awareness 102, finishing 102, jump 100. I mean, it's a 110 rated card, but then these stats, they look very similar to Showtime Ronaldo or Suarez, Epic Suarez, Liverpool Suarez. They look very similar to that. So yeah, just let me know down in the comment section, what do you think about his stats? Are they worth 110 or they aren't there yet? Let me know. Now here are some other hidden stats, you know, the game doesn't show you. Zlatan's leg coverage and all of that. If you need that, it's all here for you. Next up, we take Zlatan to online games.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment. It's just slop. Goes for goal!
What was my goalkeeper doing out? What was my goalkeeper doing out there?
They'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Well, it's been Ibrahimovic!
Ooh, look at that physical contact. Look at that physical contact. This man is strong.
Ops for safety. Rijkaard. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Oh, that is a nice touch. And the finish!
Oh, Zlatan with the brace. Did you see that tracking back walk the man did to recover the ball for us? That was nice. That was nice. I haven't seen the performance of a 110 rated player yet, but he's putting in the efforts.
Very nearly seen out. The final seconds now.
Offside. Offside. He wanted the hat-trick. He wanted the hat-trick. We won this one. 2 goals from Zlatan. Very good performance. Not a 110 rated performance, but a very, very good performance. Very, very good.
Belletti. And that interception was most necessary. He read the... It's Adriano! Quality ball. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Van de Ven. Isco looking for the run.
Woo! Look at that movement from Zlatan. Look at that movement. The man is a very intelligent player. Very intelligent. That's nice. That's very nice. This man is throwing a lot of long balls, man. Throwing so many long balls. Wow. When I throw a long ball, you guys tell me, don't do that. But why do my opponents do it?
With the new IHOP value menu, all your breakfast faves, like pancakes, eggs, and bacon, are just $6 every day. Cheesy scrambles, French toast, and omelets with pancakes, all $6 each. The new value menu, every day at IHOP.
Si pierdes tu tarjeta,
desliza hacia la derecha y la tarjeta queda bloqueada.
la Chase Mobile App tiene bloqueo de tarjeta.
Desbloqueada. Bloqueada.
Y tiene tecnología de protección de datos para ayudar a mantener tu data segura. Esto es tranquilidad con Chase.
Why is Lynn University ranked among the best online bachelor's programs?
As long as you have an internet connection, you can connect to the class, you can connect to the professor, you can connect to your fellow students.
Classes start soon. Learn more at online.lynn.edu.
Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Isco. And it's Isco. He's through here. And this is Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic!
Fuck!
He had the beating of the keeper. Costa Curta. Isco. Ibrahimovic is being harried and hassled.
Why did you give that to Raul? Why? It was meant for Ibra. It was meant for Ibra.
Ibrahimovic unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. That's a dangerous ball.
He has no dribbling skill, so I couldn't really do much over that.
A bit predictable.
Number 13, Guti. Number 10,
And it's Guti.
Iniesta. Number 19.
Good play on the left-hand side here. And it's made its way to him. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, shooting shot!
What? Let this man score!
Nothing to separate the sides. It's Conte. Now Van de Ven. Costa Curta. And it's Ibrahimovic. He's on it. Can he get away? It's Ibrahimovic.
Come on, Ibra. Ibra.
Marquinhos, always a very imposing presence in the back. So we're still where we started right now. Passing is crisp and sharp. Looking for options for movement.
Oh! Oh! Lovely pass! Lovely assist from Ibra. Look at that pass. I know he has one touch pass, but the man doesn't have true passing skill. He doesn't. And he doesn't have phenomenal pass as well. How did he do that? An assist, we'll take it.
Now who's going to be first to this? Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. It's Ibrahimovic!
That's how many shots now from Ibra? I think that's like 2. So we have like 6 more, yeah? 6 more shots before the willpower expires.
Threads one in. Ibrahimovic!
Come on, come on. The lion is here. The lion is here. Ibrahimovic and Raul, they have a very good communication between themselves. That's why I did not use a goal poacher partnering Ibra. Because a goal poacher would want goals for himself. But a dummy runner, nah. No, wrong pass, wrong pass. You have someone running in. Why go for someone who's blocked?
It's his way. It's Rui Costa! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
I thought it was a really good break. No short, that was well played, well stopped.
Man is resilient, very strong and resilient. Kosakuta, what kind of lousy through ball was that?
That's a cute ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Man, I love the way Ibra tracks back. You see, it's not just about the goals and all of that. Ibrahimovic, when the man comes back to defend or to get the ball back, he gets it. Because he's a very big, strong man. Headers, he's going to get them and all of that. It's very, very nice. So if you like having a focal point in your attack, you love Ibrahimovic.
Special, I hope, because we always have in the past. Indeed. Nice looking ball. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Hazard!
Why is Hazard? Hazard, what is your business going for a corner kick? Hazard? No. Man, mind your business. Hazard, leave my corner kicks alone. What is your problem?
Van de Ven. Quality ball. Ibrahimovic is onto it in a flash. Into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Short changes him with that pass. Isco driving on and making good progress. Incoming Dillis.
Oh, Zlatan! That's it. That is it. He's the definition of a fox in the box. That's what they do. They roam around in the box, just waiting for a goal. I mean, that's all they do. Very cunning. Oh, hence the name Fox. As cunning as a fox in the box. Oh, now I understand. I understand it now.
A lot more urgent now. A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
He's through here. And he's got the beating of his man.
Hey, Zlatan! I don't have any dribbling skill. Oh, fucking hell.
Teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Oh,
what the hell? Get that ball from Messi. Get that ball!
The two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score.
Come on.
And he's in on goal. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Gerrard!
Look at these guys.
Looking for the run. And it's been played through. Ball is over the line.
Anyway, I'll say this about Zlatan. Very, very good. He's the best fox in the box I've ever used. The best. Start skills, he's the best. But it did not feel like I was using a 110 rated player. For instance, let me explain to you. When we first got Messi's 108 Blitzcrawler card, the big time Messi, when you use that card, you know you are using a 108 rated player. I mean, you feel it. The stats, the abilities, everything. But Zlatan over here, he